What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. So we're gonna get into it today, man. Let's see if I got some people coming on today. We're gonna talk about the CBN conference, what was it, what it was, and what it wasn't. Uh yeah, stick to it and see what you if you like it. Yeah, that's so I was supposed to be coming on at 7, had some technical difficulties. I'm working with a new camera. So I'm trying to looking to see if I have a better quality of camera. So that what was my hold up this week. I know people have been saying, hey, you've been coming on and they like the live. So I appreciate those that actually like the lives and the content that I put up. Very motivative, inspirational, and told me to keep on going. But I want to talk about the CBN conference, man. And like I said, talk about what it was and what it wasn't. And yeah, let's see what it is. Maybe it's something you might be interested in the near future. Might see something that you might can have a benefit. I know a lot of people follow me that's in the cleaning company. I do have other people that talks about other things, but primarily I know y'all know me from the cleaning company. So we want to talk about how things can revolutionize your mind. Going around different um, going around different entrepreneurs and different mindsets actually can change the way you view what you're doing today. I went to a conference, first time going to Vegas, and I went to the conference, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Um, I wasn't. I didn't know what to expect. Like this is the conference I've been to 3 times. This is my third one, but I know I keep going back because I get something every time. This time I went to expecting something back. Like I went to give and I went expecting something to return. And I did just that. I was able to present at the tables and talk about my journey. And you wouldn't believe how many people actually, if you're on YouTube or whatever, you wouldn't believe how many people actually watch your stuff or need you inside the group. If you're inside my group or you're inside YouTube, follow me, or you're inside Clean Biz Network and you follow me, you wouldn't believe how many people that actually look for post and your inspiration. You know what I mean? I never knew that. Like I post and stuff, but I didn't know that the reach was going to where it was going. So CBN conference did that for me. It showed me that hey, continue to do what you're doing. You got people watching. So that was a validation inside of itself that I didn't even know I was going for. But let's talk about the conference, right? So first of all, it was some diversity. It was some diversity in the conference. I know that a lot of times, the last couple of times I went to the conference and it was cleaning, 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 right? And that's fine, right? But this time it was a little twist to it, right? Yeah, a little marketing going on. Had Erica Williams come up here talking about something else as well, as far as financial and getting your mind together and getting your mind. And it kind of set the whole tone for the weekend. It was set up strategically, and I think it was set up really well to actually flow through the processes of how in the daytime we had education and in the afternoon you have a little education and fun, a little bit more laid back education. It's not as stringent as the daytime, but it's a little bit more fun after that to kind of network with the people that you're learning with. That was one of the better parts as well. You get to network with people that you're learning with, and you get to say, hey man, what did you think about what he said, or what did you think about what she said? You taking pictures with people that you seen on YouTube and stuff. Man, it was great. People like, man, I gotta take a picture with you, man. Just to be real, feeling a little different. Like, you know, people walking up to you and kind of know you already, and like, hey man, I watch your stuff. That's a humbling feeling, man, and it kind of put you in the mindset to keep on going further, to keep on doing more. One of the hold up, we got some people. See, that's what I'm waiting on. See, this is what I look for right here when I got some energy coming in. Mr. Wade in the building. All right, fam. Appreciate you checking in. My setup is a little different this time, so I'm a little I was looking for the stuff that I was supposed to present today, and I didn't see it. So this will not be one of my better lives, but I am going to touch this topic a little more time, a little more. Where am I? All right, going to the conference. All right, so going to the conference and learning from the conference. One of the things that took back from the conference, I suck today, but I gotta keep going, man. You know, let's just get off of that. Let me just talk about what's actually going on. Um, I got here to do my live, and stuff wasn't organized right. I got people around the house making a little noise, and I had to get that quiet. And so I said, I'm going to come on and be consistent, right? And so I am going to talk about the CBN conference. But first of all, I got to get the elephant out the room, right? So I get into a situation that's not ideal for tonight. Get in here, and what I was supposed to do is not where I thought it was. I got people around the house making noise, and I just left a meeting dressed up. I had a walkthrough today, man. Shout out for the walkthroughs and the cold callers and the virtual assistant team. But I had that going, and it's just been a going, going type of day. And then I get here to do the live, and I'm amped up because this is where I love to give back. And when I was talking about in the beginning of the video, I didn't know so many people watch my live and tune into my station and stuff like that. I do see my count going up, but I didn't know the people that I was actually impacting. And so I got to see some of that at the CBN conference. But now I'm like, okay, let's get down, right? I'm going to be more consistent. I'm going to give people what they say they want from me. I'm going to give what I want to give, right? And then this day happened, right? It's a great day, but it didn't go through smoothly when I'm transitioning to get into this live, right? So get on, and my technology not working right. So a bunch of little different things. So now I'm on here wanting to talk to the people, and I got frustration in, right? So I had to get that frustration not just by being real. See, I'm one of the people that got to be real, right? They tell me sometimes I'm too real. So for me to actually give you what I had to tell you that I was struggling with some things. I had this didn't show up right. It wasn't the way I needed to. So now let's talk about the CBN conference, right? Because that's something on top of my head that I can actually feel passionate about, that I can actually talk to you about. And I like to say what it was and what it wasn't, right? It was not boring. Let's get that out the way. It was not boring, but it was enlightening. It was enlightening, very enlightening. It was not odd. Let's say odd. And the reason why I say it was not odd is because it was very family oriented. Like the people that's there that I never met, I felt like I knew them. So after the fact, when we sitting here kicking it, dude, you could go ahead and dance. You could go ahead and do stuff with people you already know. You bring, because I mean, you get in there with people that you don't know, but you feel like you already know them because you have built up a community, right? So that's what I'm doing with the Wishing Ain't Doing Enough, right? I'm building up a community so that you can have that camaraderie when you go and meet up people outside of, just on Facebook, right? You throw events. You want to help people move to the next level, right? So when you get people together and you want to help them succeed, you bring a environment so that they can learn, right? You want to be able to be safe in your environment to learn. So when you step up to CBN conference, I felt safe. I felt included. It wasn't no exclusion. It was inclusion. So I said, what was a CBN, what it was and what it wasn't, right? It wasn't boring. It wasn't no exclusion. It was everything that I thought it was going to be and more. Right? It was a lot more. It was different, right? It wasn't stale. It wasn't the same. I got a slogan that I like to say, it's a little different over there, right? It's a little different over there. It was a little different. We had a guy talking about marketing. We had a guy talking about procrastination. We had a guy talking about cold calling and how he running a business from Canada. We had a guy talking about making $5 million transaction on the government contracts and totally go federal. We got a guy talking about doing stadiums and how he positioned himself with a staffing company and how you should build your business with a staffing company to where you can staff and you could get paid more for going into a building, because you're not just a cleaning company, you're more as a staffing company, and then the bigger contract will hire a staffing company, and then you hire your cleaning company to do it. Dude, what I'm telling you is the game that was given is phenomenal, right? I stayed in Vegas 3 days and I was not bored at all. Now I know Vegas has a lot to do, but I didn't do what most people say they went to Vegas to do. I didn't do no gambling because I really don't gamble. Right? I was there for mostly educational preferences and had a ball, learned a lot. One of the takeaways, let's talk about some takeaways that I got. Let me see who's in here. If I got some people in here today, I didn't go Instagram, so I'm missing my Instagram people. Again, I just jumped on and had to get it. And this is truly about me being consistent. I told myself, all right, let me tell you something else CBN was. CBN was a milestone. I'm gonna use this word, a milestone. It might be a rock. Somebody might say a rock, but it's something that I can say, hey, from when I leave this spot here, Some people use the first of January to do it. When I leave this here, I'm going to make a transition and do this there, right? So when I left at Vegas, when I came back, I said I'm going to hit the ground running. I'm going to take what I was doing, and I'm going to scale it up a notch. So that's another thing that it was. It was a stepping outside. I haven't been out of town in a while. So going over there and being able to be around some other entrepreneurs, seeing the laughter and the being able to talk about money in the room. Man, I love to talk about finances and money, man. It kills me to be around people that work in a job. And I'm not talking about y'all job workers on this. I'm really not putting people down. But you can't talk about money because they say, man, you're all about the money. No, just because I'm talking about I'm trying to clear 30,000, I hit 40,000, I want to increase this revenue, I'm trying to invest in this property, or I got $100,000 worth of equity, or I'm trying to invest these $52,000 into this deal. That's not just because I'm talking about money. I'm trying to help people. Right. And so when my guy checking in, Marcus Crockett, what's up, my guy? Oh, yeah, he checked in. He rocked the stage too. Marcus, man, appreciate you coming in. He rocked the stage too, talking about high procrastination, man. And see, I'm gonna talk about what he talked about since he just checked in, because sometimes we get there. I got there. You got comfortable. I talk about a story that I didn't talk about then. I was comfortable. 2020 hit. Before 2020 hit, I was making about $5,000 passive income, meaning I had all my business covered and I was paying myself $5,000. Those that don't know, 5,000 times 12 is 60 G's. All right, $60,000 I was making more than teachers, right? And I was feeling amazing for doing that, right? And I had built the company up in 2.5 years to get this. Right. And so this before 2020 hit. So when 2020 hit, right, like I said, I was financially free. One thing I want to tell y'all entrepreneurs is when you start to put these businesses, you want to get this system together, right? So you don't have to work no more. I want to challenge you. What do you do when you get to that point? Because let me tell you what happened to me. I had got to the point where I didn't have to go to the buildings, but I had all day to do whatever I wanted to do. I had fun going to the gym at 12 o'clock because wasn't nobody in the gym. I could go grocery shopping in the middle of the week because wasn't nobody in the grocery shop, right? But what was I doing with my company? Because see, I had come from a franchise mentality and I didn't know how to sales and market it. I was just a boy that kind of, hey, William, you want this? Yes, sir, I got it. I'll take it, right? So that's what happened. Now, talking about what he was talking about, Crocker was talking about was getting comfortable. When I was in that position, I had got comfortable. 2020 hit, COVID hit. I lost a building that was $25,000 a month. That was my biggest thing, and that made me very uncomfortable. Not only this, not only that, COVID, right? But when I got into that position, before that happened, I wouldn't have made it that much longer anyway, because I had got comfortable. I had got to where, man, I'm making, like I hear what I said, I'm making $5,000. I'm not working. I'm making $60,000. You know, for me, coming from where I'm from, that's cool not to be working. You know, I got people that's going to work still not making $5,000 a month, right? And so I felt that was a thing. So when he talked about being in your comfort zone, I remember being in my comfort zone and realizing, hey, I'm not going to grow. So some of y'all that's out there in the business, or some of y'all that's had these endeavors, or some of y'all that's at your job, right? Some of y'all that's in your relationships, man. Y'all done got comfortable. I got comfortable. And comfortable is I say it's the enemy of success. Because once you get comfortable, you look, I'm right here comfortable. And I'm sitting here chilling. Just chilling, right? I'm comfortable. I'm gonna tell you something. When you're laying in the bed like that, you're just chilling, right? You're comfortable. It's not until you get uncomfortable you want to fluff that pillow up. Wait a minute, hold up. It ain't good. I can't even see the TV. My neck hurting. Let me fix this on up, right? Right? When you're sleeping in the bed at night, you're comfortable. When you get that, when you got to fluff that pillow up, that's an uncomfortable position. An uncomfortable position make you move, right? So I did like that. What my guys say, 100. Man, I appreciate you chiming in, brother. I appreciate you chiming in. I know you got other things to do, man. I appreciate you chiming in. All right, so but at CBN Conference, man, it was amazing, man. Like just to be able to be around so many different people, right? So enough about my story and get back into the conference, because that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about the conference now. Meeting AJ, I've met him a couple of times, man, and it's not about him today because he puts it all about everybody else. Like he puts it on everybody else. He didn't even speak up at that time. The guy didn't even sell his product. He wasn't even selling his product at his own event, which I thought was a very commendable thing. What's that word I'm looking for? Was very it's an honorable thing. But man, get your money, fam. Get your money. You get your money. You threw an event. Go get your money. And so at the end, he threw a little pitch, and I liked it, man. I like it. That's different for him. You know, he even said it. So I just talk about the event, man, because it's an amazing thing, man, to be able to build up something, to be able to go with other entrepreneurs, and to be able to help each other to scale, and to be able to show them, hey, this is what I done. This is how I got to this level. This is what I did, right? They say a lot of times we hide all our knowledge. No, you're around the wrong people. People that are giving that knowledge away. We're in the information age. If you're around people that's not giving you the knowledge, you're not even looking. For real, you got YouTube and they just give knowledge away. All right, I get it. You don't know who to trust on YouTube. Well, that's why you watch it. You figure out trust is created over time. I have 4 values that I bring everything on. Integrity leads to trust, leads to loyalty, and it leads to success. If you're integrous about who you are, if you have integrity about what you bring to the table, if you have integrity with what you're doing, that leads to trust, right? After you build up that trust, you start to build a loyalty, and loyalty has to do with relationships. Now, after you get the loyalty of a relationship, you can go for success. A lot of times I see people trying to say you loyal, but you ain't loyal, but you didn't get no trust from that person. Right? So as you start to become loyal followers of somebody online, you want to stay around them so you can build up that trust. You got to see the integrity of that person, that YouTuber, that mentor, that coach that you have, right? Another thing happened in the CBN conference for me was increase, right? I went there. I said I went there expecting to give. So I gave. I have services. I have virtual assistants for cleaning companies. I have mentorship I do for cleaning companies. I do a lot of other things for other companies as well with my virtual company, right? But with the cleaning company, I specifically let folks know, hey, this is the problem I was going through. This is what I was going through. And this is the reason why I created this just for me. But I can also now help others because I've done it for 2 years. I've been in the business. I've spent over $3,000 to $4,000 a month for over 2 years trying to figure this out. Right? You can add it up. I'm in the 6 figures of figuring something out before I brought it to the world. Right? And so people are like, man, Wade, I follow you, man. Hey, talk to one of the guys today. He ready to sign up for VAs next week. Talk to another guy that I met at the conference. He ready to sign up VAs next month. Right? And so I went to deliver and receive. And that's what I got. All right. So, man, I got to get off of here today. Well, no, I ain't even been on here long. I came on late, and let me see if I got some people on here. I came on a little late, and I don't want to leave early because I came on late. I just said today I got to get it done. I just got to get it done because I did, like I said, I didn't have my outline. And I just feel discombobulated and I started to say, man, I'm not going to do it. But coming back from the CBN conference, I said, man, it's time to turn up. So I had to come on anyway. I'm going live on my video. If I look like a fool, I look like a fool. That's okay. It's a live. Right? It's a live. And so it's not to be scripted. If you want to catch some of my videos on my YouTube channel, I got videos on my YouTube channel that's already put together and edited and stuff. But right now we're going live. And so as I continue to build up my following or my followers or whatever, let's hold up. Got something going on. Oh, wow. Okay. So all right. So as we continue to travel down this road, we got to see, man, I got too many distractions today. Again, I still pushing through. I got things chiming on my iPad. Somebody just texted my phone. I didn't turn that off. I came and sat down. Couldn't find my outline that I was going to go by. And it's just one thing after another. But I'm still here. All right. And those that stay with me this time, y'all are real troopers. Because I'm like, man, I'm inside. Let's be real. Inside, I'm like, man, I'm not doing a good job. Man, I wanted to turn it off a couple times. I'm like, man, let me just end it. Right. But then would I be consistent with going? Could I show that I'm not perfect? Right. A lot of times we want to show up as perfect. I'll show up as flawed. Because see, in my flaws and all, that's how I grow. Y'all will see on my channel, I'm more about some of the losses I took because the losses is where I really win at. I might have missed some people on that. But on the losses is where I really grow. Let me tell you how I know. When I went to prison, I was losing time with my family. But that's when I grew the most because I had time to focus. When I lost a couple of my deals, I grew in structure in my company because guess what? I needed to fix that so I wouldn't lose no more. Right. So a lot of times when we go through those losses or those lessons that we have, again, that's my direction. My direction is not to hide those losses that you made. Don't worry about that you're in credit card debt, right? Hey, I've been in credit card debt. I went in credit card debt, live, kind of function and run 3 companies. For real. So let's talk about that. So you build up a business, you start to get your business credit together. Now I have courses and stuff coming. I'm gonna be organized. It's a lot better. So again, this is me just talking and going live and just seeing where people are. Like I get messages and people say, "Hey man, I like that. Talk about this." And so I just kind of go around to what's going on in my life on my lives to see where people are, and then I make a video on it to get more in depth. All right, that's been my strategy so far, and it's showing the win, working a little bit. But I'm the type of person to talk about the debt. All right. So you get yourself good credit. You start to build up your credit. All right. You start to invest in real estate, or you start to invest in these things because you can need credit. You don't need it, but it's good to have credit to actually do these other investments in real estate. That's what I'm talking about mostly. All right. So you get your credit together and you want to be an entrepreneur. So you say, hey, let me start another venture. Right. And you got these credit cards, right? And you got these credit cards there. See, I'm the type of person to say, hey, man, I swiped them cards to keep this venture going. I took money from one company to help to keep the other company going. And then I had to swipe my credit card to actually pay my light bill sometimes because I believe in myself. See, I'm the type of person that's going to get it. See, I'm not going to have folks figure it out. I had it all figured out because I'm going to tell you something. The only way I got to figure it out by not knowing what I was doing. I had to figure it out to have it figured out. And sometimes I see we coming in, hey man, we're supposed to have it all put together. One of my homeboys said, man, you tell them that? Yes. He said, why? How are you going to get a follower and you tell them you messing up? I want my followers that know, I want my followers to know they can mess up. You know what I mean? I don't want you to think you're going to go out there and entrepreneur is going to be that. No, I want you to know that it go like that and go, and then go back up a little bit more and then go, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just signed a deal right now for a $6,000 contract that I got on the net 30. Now, when I left the contract, DJ the boss. Hey, he talked about no net 30s. Revolutionized my mind. It was revolutionary. No net 30s mean he get his money up front. COD or C before D. C before D. He get it before he deliver. Right? And that was a different mindset because I'm like, wait a minute. You going in there, you signing contracts and you getting it before you deliver. And see, coming from his background, he tell his story. He had to do it that way. So he made himself, hey, I need money. Now before I can do the work, I need the money. I cannot take a chance by me doing this work and me not getting paid. I got people I'm paying. I got life to live. And he had nowhere to live. I don't tell the story, but it's real life. So that determination that he had jumped into me. Because I got the same determination. I was locked up and I said, man, you know what? This is not going to be the end of me. I'm going to turn this thing around, wishing they ain't doing enough. And I came out and I did what I did. Right. And so CBN conference, right? I keep saying it, man, because it in Vegas, it took a whole different feel. It took a different feel because, I never went to Vegas. So when I landed, I was amazed. And let's go. I'm ready to learn. I took that energy into the door. A lot of times y'all go into conferences and not taking that energy and saying y'all didn't get nothing. I've heard people go to many different conferences. I don't go to them no more. I done heard enough. But they're in the same spot. If you go to a conference and come home in the same spot, that's not the conference most of the time. I'm going to tell you the facts of the matter. The truth is, some people are just lazy. Some people just want to get hear that it could happen. And some people just say, hey, man, I heard he could do it. He could do it, but they don't want to do it. I've seen many people, I say, hey, this is how I got here. They work at 18-hour days. Making 18-hour days? I mean, everybody got to do it like you. I've heard many people say, do this right here. Well, everybody got to do it like you. And that's right. But you got to do it. You do got to do it. You ain't got to do it like me, but you got to do it like somebody. So when you go to conferences, you see how other folks do it and you learn how to do it which fits your case. I got a guy up there that say he ain't working his business in a while. But when I talked to him, that's not what he was when he started. Right? So a lot of times, again, we must see the context of the people that we're talking to, get into it, get around other entrepreneurs, and let it happen. All right. So I pushed through this time, man. If y'all watch this or this, hey, I pushed through. Again, I pushed through, and I could tell I was a little late. Let me see if I got some folks chiming in over here on my. But I pushed through. I made it. Check this out right here. Let me check this out right here. Okay, that's that. Check this out right here. Oh, okay. All right, that's there. Let me see this here. All right, so we do got some people on YouTube. All right, so that's probably what I should have did again. Look, so now I'm looking at my YouTube channel. And I'm looking at the video. I wasn't looking at the people on the screen. So now I see I got some people energy. Energy changed for me. But again, I'm gonna get off of this one today, man. I pushed through this one. Might take it down. I might leave it up. I don't know. But I just wanted to push through, man. So I'm gonna talk about the CBN conference in another time. I think I'm gonna take it down. No, I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna talk about the CBN conference again, but I'm gonna get more organized and more detailed so I can actually give some of the lessons that I had, some of the takeaways that I went with. But I will tell you this: one of the books that I got from there was 10x is easier than 2x, and that book right there has changed the way I do a lot of things. Being on the stage, being around those people that was on the stage, they actually gave me a way how I could 10x my vision. A lot of times we want to 10x. We say we're going to 10x, but we don't know how. Because if we did know how, we would have done it. I got the who, not how, to 10x my stuff with this book. He talks about who, not how. We trying to do. We a lot of times we get in the rut of 2x, right? We want to do more. So what we do is we get in there and we say, hey, I've been doing emails, I've been cleaning business. So to actually grow my business, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do more cleans and I'm gonna do more emails, right? But the philosophy with 10x is easier than 2x is that that's not the way to grow. The greater growth is to get around different people that can actually 10x you. You do less and make more money. So when I listened to that, and the person that was talking to was moving the federal contract. And so listen to a person that's actually moving it, saying he's moving things in the same industry as I'm in on a different level. Talk about the book that he listened to. I went and listened to the same book. And the philosophy of the book changed my life. I've listened to the book 2 times and I've been back only a week. I looked at my watch, right? It was the date, so I can see the date. But it revolutionized. So 10x is easier. 10x is easier than 2x. It's a book. It's not about the tactical things. It's about the mentality, not the money. It's about how you think. Why small increment of things has to be perfect. Now again, this all came from the CBN conference. Having the knowledge of finding that book was in the conference. The person that was on stage, I've heard a lot of people tell me read books, right? But when you're in the energy is heightened, you get that synergy. Synergy is when you have more people in the room on the same wavelength. I know we talk about big energy. I don't want no negativity around me, right? So when you get around people and they have that synergy, the same energy, it takes your mind into another level. So when you bring people with bad vibes, like sometimes when you're in your meetings, you don't want people to bring their personal stuff in there, because when they bring their personal stuff, it hurts the business. You want to have people on the same mentality. If we're talking about growth, everybody in here is on a growth mentality. I got that from another book that was breaking down Disney. Disney has 3 separate crews. They have a dreamer, they have an implementation, and I think they have a person that is following up. They got a person that follow up. I can't remember that. It's been a minute since I got it. But the dreamers are the people that come to the idea. They don't want the implementators around the dreamers, because the implementers are the people that has to figure out how to get it done. Now, if the dreamers are in a section and the dreamers thinking about building a skyscraper, and the implementers don't know how to do it, they're going to ask questions that would throw the dreamer from dreaming the big dreams, right? So I got into the room and I had people that was able to dream big. They got big visions. And so that synergy that you get when you're in rooms like that is amazing. Not only that they giving knowledge out for free. We hang out after the CBN conference and folks just giving knowledge away. They're just giving knowledge away. Hey man, how did you do this? How did you get this first million? Oh, this is what I did, man. This is what you do. Go here and go on this cbn.gov and then do this right here and go. Like that's after the conference. Right after you get all the knowledge, you go and talk to the people and say, hey man, how you do it? Now tell me how you do it. So I'm right here and I need to get here. What's the next step? And they'll tell you exactly what the next step is. Hey, this is what I done when I got there, man. And if you need help, man, here's my information. Just message me. I'll mess with you. I mess with AJ. That's what they say. I mess with AJ. So hey, if you, I mess with you, right? So some of those things, man, I just want to let you know, go to conferences, educate yourself around other people. Don't hesitate to spend an extra couple $100, man. If you was positioned right, those $100 are investments. Investment. I spent over $2,000-$3,000 to go to Vegas on the conference, right? It's about that, right? And then staying there, right? But again, it was an investment. If you plan yourself a little early, you could put that thing away. My problem was that I didn't plan early enough. I was managing finances and doing this, and then it come down. I know I'm going. I knew I was going when he put it up. But what? I get it. Hey, let me do this. Let me get this payment from this person. During that time, I had a lady that owed me $14,000 that didn't pay. So I'm banking on getting this post construction done. I need these 14 bands so I can go ahead and put this and do that. 14,000, you can do a lot. It ain't really no lot of money, but you can do something with it, right? And so with me not getting paid, it kind of threw me off from going to the conference, but I still made it. Right? And I learned a lot from the conference. So you got a chance and bet on yourself. Sometimes you got to bet on yourself. Put the money in on you. Let me tell you one thing before I get up, man. Anytime I go to a conference or seminar or any place, I go in there and I'm expecting to get something out. I look at the monetary value of what I put in, and I think, all right, if I get one key information that takes my business up $400 a month in 5 months, $400, 5 months, I get the information, that's $2,000, right? Now, if you go into a conference or someplace in your area and they charging $100, they charging whatever they charge, go because you want to be around the people that can spend that money to get in them places. You will believe some of these people I talk to that I'm coaching and listen to. I mean, and I'm talking to them, I'm coaching with. They want to grow, but they don't want to spend money to get around people that can spend money to be around other people that can spend money to be around other people. Right? They want to grow, but they want to go around the free skit. When you be around people that's doing the free skit, they got the free skit mindset. They want to get the stuff for free, but you're trying to sell a service. They want you to get a course for free. You went with people that got into the free. Now you want to sell a service, and now you want to get mad because they don't want to pay your price. But you're around free thinkers. Them the real free thinkers, huh? They think it's stuff free. So as you start to scale up in your business, make sure you go into around people that can actually spend dollars to get in the room. I'm looking forward to spending $20,000 to go to a conference. I'm not there yet. Don't get me wrong. And I know some of y'all say $20,000 for a conference. Yeah, if I can spend $20,000, think about the other people in the room. That means we got money coming in. $20,000, we can spend 20 bands, right? We could do that. We go into the conference, having a weekend retreat, and the synergy is going to be amazing. Because I'm around other people that can spend 20 bands to go for a weekend. I mean, they might be making $100,000 that weekend, right? So when you're thinking of the spending, it's mentality, not money. Think of the gaining. If I'm spending $20,000, that don't mean I'm spending my last 20. It don't have to be my last 20 to go to the conference. I mean, to go to that weekend seminar. Please, I'm on the live. Hold on. All right, but yeah, so you get you get around people that can think that way, right? I tell people all the time, and I don't want to sound bougie now because I'm really down to earth person, but I don't like going to places where you get in there for free. Because the value that I get when people pay, it's like they ready. It's like they sitting up like this. It's like they ready. They taking notes. Like I get around stuff and I go with people free and they giving good game. The energy in the room, people up there on their phone, they doing all kind of stuff. So I'm looking over them on the phone. I'm like, is he listening? And it kind of distracts me. But when I go to places that people pay to go in, oh my gosh, the energy is like I paid for something. I'm gonna get it. I'm finna get it. And so I want to get it too. Man, you see how excited I got? The room is different, man. So if you're a perfect person and say, hey, I don't go to conferences, you ain't never been to the CBN conference, you're in the cleaning business, man, make sure next year you go to the conference. I heard he said he's taking it to Florida, right? You could, man, plan now, hey, I'm going to drive to Florida. I'm going to go out down there, and I'm going to be on in there with them people in the CBN because, hey, W.A.D.E said it. W.A.D.E said it's going to be good. I'll be there. I'll be there next year. I'm going to be there for sure because it's a life-changing event. I'm not going to stop going to life-changing event just because my life ain't changed yet. It's changing every day. I'm making it change, though. It's not the event. It's me. It's what I go when I go to the event. It's because I say, hey, I'm going here expecting to get something from the event. If I told you I spent $3,000 to go to Vegas, if I said it was $3,000 to go to Vegas on this event, best believe I'm going to get some information and I'm taking my company up $3,000 a month. And if it doesn't happen in this first month, believe me, I'm going to stick to the information that I got or the network of people that I met until I get my money back out of the conference. If it's a $500 increase I get, times 6, right? That's about right, eh? 500, 2 is 1,000. I had to make sure, yeah. All right. 6 months, I got my money back. I'm ready for the next conference. Because the next 2 months, I'm in a profit. That means the conference was good. Let's set up for the next one. All right. Well, my TV done cut on some type of way, and I think today has been the day that I had to push through, and it was great because I still went through with it. I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna leave it up through the frustration and all. I finished my live, background noise, people around talking. I still finished the live, and I'm out of here. Peace. Wishing I ain't doing enough. Get to doing what you say you're gonna do. And I'll see you at the next conference. Peace.